All this moss. It's like a doorway. Wow. Field goal. This is trash over here. Old stump. Walked on. Torn to pieces next to this big tree again. Like a Clorox bottle or something.
Light reflect.
Yep. Flat. Next to the Bigfoot tree. Moss again.
Moss, lots of moss. Hard, crunchy.
No footprints. Look, a hole. That looks like a heel. They always walk heel first. You leave off with your toes. That's a heel. Put your foot in it.
Where something dug it out.
Heel.
I don't really think that something dug it out.
Smells different. Bent up 90 degrees. This is weird. Whole sandy patch right in the middle of everything.
Everything. Two white.
Perches. Sand is quartz. So maybe the mossy spots, there's sand so far down. And the moss grows because the water's filtered through the sand. Could be what the pyramids were. They were built to fucking filter the water from the Great Flood. That's why there's sand all around. Like a quarry. It's a big fuck. And then steam them off. Like, if you could evaporate a lot of the water. Look up star forts. The Statue of Liberty is built on one. That star underneath it. Those are all over the world. And they don't know what built them. And it's to absorb the blast of the flood so that they would survive. That's why they built the Tower of Babel, to escape it. Something weird down there. A cluster of sticks. Like a leaner. Going across. Oh. Let's get that branch. Too good, Wotis. It's funny. See, that's not deer hooves. Looks like hooves. Look at that.
That's all that. That's what I just
little
said.
teepee. That's nice. It's your back hatch. Bits of pine again, right there. Cross trees. Bigfoot tree. Those are the ones we were seeing on the map. Fresh tree right there. I've been seeing those a lot this year. Stuff they just broke with the green on it. Yeah, that's got green. Perch. Look at all those sticks touching. That green shit. Back here even. blockage all around this spot.
Yeah.
Sitting here.
We got a big one that looks like an X right over top of the
All the trimmings pile with an X on top.
X in the back. Yeah, the pile.
Right on top.
The pile makes an X, and then that pile makes an X.
Yep.
And it's touching.
Yep. Sits right in the middle of that. It's playing with some moss and a piece of bark. Tree on the ground's got a triangle bend in it. Right in the light.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Always put something in front of it so it can't focus on it. You son of a bitch. It's like water. Could be those houses. That looks different. Ooh. Turkish? That's old. See, that goes down in the ground. That should fan out. You know what I mean? Like, to support it. It's way down. Could be down there 20 feet. That one. Look at that. Look at the parallel one behind it.
Oh yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah.
A. So different guys. Whoa. What's up, y'all? You guys don't like rocks around here? Whoa!
No rocks around here.
What's that? That's a hole. It's like a doorway over there.
If you would find a rock around here, that would be the oddity.
Yeah. We'll keep thinking about it. 2 breaks. See? The ground. It's like a whole different hangout here. Fork tree. That little branch at the bottom's all funny. Still makes an X even though they're not touching. It's float. Yep. This is 90 degrees. Put your head in it. Sits right under it. So then when it sits there, it looks like a stump, and how they usually break one of the trees off when there's 2 to mimic every movement they do. Yeah, this is going down now. And we'll be back. Alright, Beavis and Butthead coming in. Made me do a weird noise, so bit the pie, trim the vines. A deer wouldn't eat everything in its path. Axe, bitch. You know where you are? Just big enough to walk. Pocket. Alright. Yeah. Sometimes there might only be one path too. I'm gonna try to go this way, it looks clear. Yeah, through the Gatorade again. It's like they know it. We were talking about. Oh shit. Stop now. Perch right there. Son of a bitch. Plow through that shit. No way. Nice and clean. Nice, feels good here too.
Oh yeah.
You would need like the whole herd of deer to keep eating the whole way. You full yet? No, no. I'm good. Looking straight back there. So many. And they're not laying anywhere. Structure.
Yeah.
Sticks on the ground. It's not natural. And they zigzag. Go back. Bones. Hang out back here. Oh. See, all that just because we couldn't come that way. I should have wore a different shirt. But with pine cones above it. Nice and open. See, this is like where he's like, I gotta take a break, man. See, on the bend and the break over there.
Yeah.
See, and you wouldn't do this. You would have wanted to give up when you saw the deer. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. You could have ended it on that. Like, who's seen the deer like that? It's broken. This way, I guess. Yep. Oh, right back where I was. Goddamn son of a bitch. Gotta go this way, I guess. Oh, on my face. This way. You got it. Gotta go that way. I think we gotta walk. See this blocking?
Yeah.
Back in that somehow. We might have to go way back that way even. Oh, I'm stuck. In the chaos. Oh. And we'll be back. Alright. Could have came around, I guess. Trick me again. Go to the high ground. See how they strip it? Again, I think you take this side down.
Yeah.
There's something laid in there too. Sat on that bark seat and it was wet. All the bark, that looks like a fake fireplace. Watch out for that. Here. Just like they put other human stuff in to make you think.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't doubt they have a deer hang with them, but also like keep their poop to put there so you think. Just a deer sat there. Simple. You wouldn't pick poop up.
Right.
They could. A little bit. Another one. But look what you're by.
Right.
And that. I think deers are trying to be people. That's a deer party, y'all. Same. Broke 2 of them. Touching this one. Little son did that one. Same as this. These 2, same. Yep, father and son. Teaching you the ways. And that leaner, it's like a triangle, touching the other side of that tree. Like together. These are crossed, we're right next to a path. These are 2 the same again, just like those 2 over there. That's old, man. Old guy. X right here. All bird again. Flew right out. Shape shifted. Right by the perch. They always fly out of the perch. And it should have heard us way back there, the bird.
The birds, yeah.
Looks like something back there, look. Looks weird. Light and dark together. Big old box in there. Ooh. All the way around this spot. I'll look over here. I can watch the deer.
Yeah.
This weird twisty tree. Put down, they could sit right in the middle of it. So when the sun hits all those branches, it glares off of them. They can hide in the light, and then the light even helps them trigger their thing. And then their fur's like mirror-like. So. Super old. That should have blew over in any storm.
You would think.
Hasn't had water in it forever. Look at that. And I broke that one.
All twisted.
Twisted. That's right. Look at that.
You can still see it, huh?
Whoops. Sorry, guy. Sorry, bird. Walks around it. Touching. Sits here. How that's bent up like that. Upside down perfectly. That looks funny. Got all them brakes behind it. Sits right in the middle of that. With a bit of pine in there. Flat behind it. Still alive. Going under that. Over there. Touching. Old one. Forked. This is growing through it. So eventually that'll be part of it. Like grow with it.
Into an X.
Cross trees with the trident down
Yeah,
there.
this is a crazy spot here.
It's like mirrored what was over there. Another one laying on it. Pine cone snack. Super old. Get you if you're sneaking up behind me. It smells more like deer over here. Right? It smells different. Like an animal, right? Doesn't smell all piney. Old. Planted a new one in it. And a lot of spots where the sun comes in, because it has more energy, it either makes a trident or a fork. Kind of like you could have twins or triplets. Like something with the trees. It's like a ravine down there. Let's follow the ridge. Like a mold marker. What do you want me to see? I was growing up. See? Touching. How flat it is underneath. Look, 90-degree bend. And then they block that. I think those are spots where they grow mushrooms to eat. It's dark, damp,
They're gonna grow on oaks,
but still in the light.
And there's old oak trees, and that's where mushrooms grow. On the old oaks, the pinky mushrooms.
But that's definitely, someone made that. Right?
You think it take a long time for all that debris to fall on there.
Nothing else anywhere else. And it's so flat underneath. It's like Mario Brothers. You eat a mushroom,
Right?
Alice in Wonderland.
You eat a mushroom.
Right.
Yeah.
You go down a green mossy stump, a pipe. Right?
Somebody puts your hand on your shoulder in the middle of
Koopa
the
is like
night.
the reptilian,
Yeah.
whatever. The dragon, whatever. So I think a lot of them ancient buildings exist. AI took over before and built those with a giant 3D printer. That's why you couldn't ever think of a person doing it. It's too perfect. If AI took over, caused an event, or knew that that was going to happen, you would let a computer kind of save humanity, do what it needed to, built places that they could store you that would survive.
Yeah.
And everyone has a story that comes from them places after the fact. Right?
Yeah.
There's even ones that had like monkey gods. Right? They knew about it. Right there. This piece looks funny. Just that little piece be on a tree.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be there. Sitting, blocking the path. Fork. And they like to go like this all the time.
Okay.
You wouldn't do that.
No.
They got all day. And we'll be back. Big old wall. Yeah. Different row of trees.
As soon as you said that, I got that chest tight. So weird.
I was just talking.
Yeah.
I gave him a gift even. Like, he's like, oh, he's a little excited.
I don't know, maybe. I know. This is
Blocking because it's near this path.
the colors of sweatshirt.
Weird blocks down there. Go where you wouldn't go. Down there. Trim them again. Bent down to touch the tip of that branch in front of that tree. Cross. Cross. Bam. Birds, finally.
I see it. Bunch of them. Those birds are the guys.
We passed the test. We allowed to come back here?
That's how it was with when I was out before. I didn't see them all the whole time, and then towards the end, I saw birds.
Weird chunk of wood.
Looks like a bit in your front yard.
How big those are. That's like Colorado.
Yeah, that's big too.
Like on the camera, people don't realize how big some of that stuff really
Yeah,
is.
that is big too.
Those go down. It's a hill even. No one's been back here with a car for a very long time. And all those are trimmed off. At night, that would trip you right there. I mean, that don't look like an entrance. Why are all these trimmed off? Something stepped right there. Bigfoot trees. Pointing. Pointing. Come on. Cross. All these trimmed wires. Bit of bone. Teeth marks on it.
Everything eats it.
Teeth.
Oh, yeah, look at that thing.
I've kept a few of them. Just to have it. It's just always weird because there's one. But I've looked up this certain type of energy, and you get energy from bone. Why do you think the catacombs exist?
Mm-hmm.
Like a big giant battery. Might be why people even buried their dead to begin with. Wow. That's a different tree right there. Look at that. It's your lightning bolt.
Oh, yeah, the lightning bolt. Yeah.
I've noticed with the little markers, they usually have one that's big when you get to a main spot. This might be the lightning bolt guys. You helping us get here? Whose skull was that? Like people want to get all this evidence, and then when you show them, they're like, "Nah, that's not it."
Yeah, it's not real.
I wouldn't have made a big deal about it if it wasn't. Touching.
And it goes
Down. Like a big trident. All these are touching. Back here. Okay. Wow, dude. Look. All stripped off. It's probably like a white or a goldish colored one. I gotta blend into those. And like the black ones are more like the shadows. All connected. Kink in the tree. What's up, y'all? Look, doorway. I've even seen those with a thing on top and a piece of wood at the bottom, like a doorway.
It's all boxed in.
Yep, except for that. All of it. And that's the way in, right there. Walk around. A totem pole. Right in the sun. That's why you got the obelisk with the White House. The obelisk, the bend, the dome,
Right.
the two twin tower trees, the two pillars. The same idea. It's like these people knew these people and were so advanced with them. But since we were new and they were trying to help us, we sabotaged them and stole all their information, their tech. And that's why we were separated. That's why I think. Because everything we do, we mimic. We build a box like a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
You make a doorway. It's even a symbol to carry your wife or something over a threshold.
Right.
Like, get married under the arch. You know?
Right.
Wearing stuff around their head. I've seen babies with stuff on their head. So when the sun hits it, it blurs them more. That's like wearing the crown of thorns. Where are we at right now?
Yeah.
It's like all symbols. We told a story to 10 friends. By the time I got to the end, they tell me a different story.
Yeah.
Weird piece of a tree. All touching again. Little band. Little totem pole. Even that side's ripped down, tapped into the ground. Single tree structure. And that's like one of them ancient bushes. Those zigzags. No other tree like that around here. Upside down, shoved in there. Strange pile of sticks. Shoved in. Making a noise when I'm zooming in. And we'll be back.
Why doesn't it fall over?
Yeah, but a live tree will just pop out of its hole somehow. Walked on this.
Walk on.
Mouse again. So that's where they sat on it a bunch of times. Feel it in here. Light and dark together.
You can see the path, you can see the separation of the two.
See, like all these, if trees fall all the time, there should be hundreds of these everywhere.
The light and the dark, you have the dark over here and the light over there. And the path is right in the middle.
Yep, walk in the middle. Exactly. Look, hanging down, little branch, little branch. Just one.
Oh yeah. I see.
On both sides. Look on the camera. You talking?
I heard clapping.
Squiggly tree. That's flat right there. Oh, fresh bend. Sat there for a minute. Mushrooms on it. Mouse. Look, it's like a bed. Salt. Super flat right here. Pile of sticks. It's like a little room.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Joe? I want to break it. Those are those old trees we were seeing on the video. This looks funny. See how it's dead? Nothing else?
Yeah.
On here, it almost looks like a face. Ooh. The one with the 2 white dots, I saw that with my own eyes. There was something like that in the tree.
On the ground or is it
In the tree. That's not a squiggly tree. It's out here right next to it.
Maybe hung his foot on it.
It's like their energy made it wave or something. Walking. Tree piece in there. Perch. Right here. Pushed up leaves. Right there. Flat over there too. Another one right in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, perches. This one. Oh, a piece of corn. Piece of corn. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to hunt back here.
Wildlife management, you can't.
Huh?
You can't.
I will doubt it. And that's like a public thing on the other side of that lake.
Right.
And being there's houses here. I don't think so. That's an old bend. Wow, look how old that is. Here's a doorway. Stepped here a million times. Piece of moss. That's old. Bits of pine again. They're fidgeters. They like playing with it. Piece shoved in. Looks funny. Like it snapped off and then still grew. It's all dirty. Yep. That looks like a path. It's like drawing. The more I draw those weird ideas I get randomly, they like seem to sell. Because you got that idea from nowhere.
Yeah.
And you just happen to do it. It's kind of like when you zoom in. It's like that same feeling that something's telling you that's there. And you just zoom. Look at that X.
I see it. That's what I've been looking at.
Squiggly tree.
Tight chested again, which is weird.
It's hard saying that.
I haven't felt like that in a while. Wow, look at that. How'd that feel like that?
This way. The mossy tree. That's the lake. You're hearing someone on the water. 90-degree bend up there. Perch. Right next to this weird swoopy thing. Pieces broke off. Where'd the tree go? That was there. Perch. And how they sit from like an angle, they'll look like a totem pole. Their perches are separated, but from a distance, your perspective looks like they're standing together. But they'll all stand in a line.
Oh, okay.
So when they blur, they look like a shadow next to a tree.
Right.
Yeah.
They always look like something.
Yeah.
Everything looks like something.
Everything's layers. Like their fur does something, how they built the thing does something. So they got like 7 layers of camo before you would ever see anything. Old mossy thing touching the ground. I've seen them make a structure out of one whole tree like that. Single tree structure. Look at this one. That's so old. That was a bush one time. X behind it. Yeah, we'll be back. Someone digging for sap. There's another one back here. Swoop, swoop. Another mound. These could be graves.
That's, I was going to say. Didn't know if I wanted to say it, but there's an X over that with two big breaks.
Sorry, guys. Like something even sits there. You know what that could even be? That could be giant tree stumps from the past. The one Bluffs place I go has a lot of them.
Bluffs are, I like the Bluffs. That's where I see a lot of your stuff.
They pushed back too. I don't think that trail's been there that long. Because they used to have a huge double X and it's gone. And the Sasquatch off the road had a huge bend and it looked like a bow and arrow and they were sitting on it. And I went back and it's gone. The entire thing. And I've seen it like 3 different times.
Oh.
Maybe someone else, a hunter or something, I seen a stand. Maybe because of him. That's where I've gotten one that looks like a werewolf. It's leaning on the Bigfoot tree.
I saw that.
And then I seen this weird fork tree.
There's other things you said.
See?
Somebody keeps something out there. Yeah, why is it way up on that tree?
See the X right there from back here?
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that big old trout. Pile of sticks, sitting there, playing with it. Hair. Deer hair.
There's a deer here.
Another mound. This looks like a footprint.
Why would there just be deer hair? Like it's deer hair. You're just gonna pull it out.
Feel it with your foot. You can feel it.
You can see it.
Yeah.
It goes right in. Where's the purpose? What's the purpose of it? You think it's deer? Yes, it is. Maybe it's deer. Very long. It's like belly hair. It's super soft. Why is it think there?
And the jug and all the stuff around it.
For something else.
Break. Stuff everywhere.
I'm looking for a dead animal, but there is none.
I don't you can even smell it probably.
You know, look at all the mounds here. Look at all. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not just that one area. It's this whole spot. All the way around.
This might be the something special.
It could be.
And always where it's like super light, I'll zoom in on those spots. Because your eyes won't see it, but your camera does sometimes. And usually when I'm leaving the woods, I walk right towards the sun. Sometimes. All these logs are touching.
Yep.
Maybe this is like the oldest part of the forest. If these are all trees or something. Like that one, that's a super old tree. And it's walked on a bunch. Right here. There's like no skinny trees in here.
Right.
Someone tried to cut that with a chainsaw a long time ago.
You can see a lot of these trees were cut.
And they
That's
lined
just
them up.
Moved up. Yeah, moved and lined up. Why even lay there?
I swear, like, people leave stuff out here, or they scared off the lumber crew, or someone trying, and they took their chainsaw. And I'm just gonna use it. Just like they use other, I can use your bottle. I'm sure they drank out of it. Let's sit on top.
Yeah, look at that.
Look. So it's like tapped in. It's like plugged in.
Yeah, it still has the root.
Pointing to the water. The big lake. Again, pointing to the water. White. Another mound. And it's the highest part. So maybe these, if these are tree stumps, these didn't get as wet when everything flooded. Because I would just think they'd have a bunch of stones on them, but. This?
When you look at things from a distance and make X's and yeah.
This is awesome, guys. Just enough to walk through, right here. What do you want us to see? Keep checking out these mounds. Looks funny. It dips down. See, like this, looks like a tree stump.
Yeah.
Big one. And then if there were two suns, one of them burnt out, stuff wouldn't grow as big as it used to. You have half the energy now. Cross together, all these. So there's a leaner here. It's gone. And then if this is a grave spot, I'd want to use the chainsaw. So you think a person was here. The most. But that Bigfoot tree in the middle, if you're cutting all these, why wouldn't you take that? That's worth the most. Bigger than everything else. That's probably ancient wood. That's worth a lot of money. So many. Look at the bottle. Hey, let's fight it. Talking about Gatorades. We'll do 2 bits of pine next to it. You talking about it too? Yeah. It's like 2 of them side by side.
On top of the mounds are all the debris and all.
Yeah.
This mound here, both of them goes across up from the top. It's a big, huge bend there.
Bits of pine. It's like they know. He'll come this way. How we do it. You want to walk, jump over them piles? I want some Sasquatch legs for Christmas. I like to jump right over this shit. I didn't ask for this. This meat suit. That's what I got. Luck of the draw. Maybe if you do good, you get to be one of these things. Because you like helping people and helping the earth. And you care. Maybe you get to be an angel. That's what I think they are. Even like the XI. That means something.
Yeah.
It's like an angel number. Military uses XI.
11.
Yeah, exactly.
11's a power number, I think.
What? And then when say 10, 11 is God, 10's Satan. Say 10.
Okay.
Right? Even the number 13 is lucky, not unlucky. It was 12 disciples plus Jesus.
Correct.
It's 13. Something walks here.
I think it's stomping through a pig.
Yeah. Where would they get a pig?
And why would it be here, dude?
Skull over here.
That is definitely a pig.
Yeah. Well, I mean, someone could have had a cookout. There's a rocks.
They're making scrapple back
Rocks. Quartz. Yeah, that's concrete. Bag of concrete.
here? More animal.
So many though. Very fishy. That's like fresh though. Like,
yeah. I wonder if they're making scrapple or something out here. I don't know. They have big old juicy worm coming out of them.
that's them even checking on it. Look, perch. 2 feet with the baby sitting. That's fresh. Intestines. It's real. People don't do this. They would have it in a bag before they even got here. They wouldn't just have it in the back of their truck.
This is the entrails, you know?
Separate from all that too. Another bones back here. There. Bottom. Yep. It's like he got those pieces. There's no skull, just the jaws.
Just the jaw.
People take that stuff.
That's a big
I've
jaw.
taken jaws from here. And you just picked up that hair over there.
Yeah.
That's clean.
Now that's a deer, obviously. This is a buck because I cut the head off.
Where would you get a
See,
pig?
this is a deer because they cut the antlers out.
Yep. You know, someone might have dumped some stuff, but they got to it. And
Yeah.
they eat it all. Finish it. Definitely something, because they want to go around and just keep trimming stuff over. Oh, let's move over here 100 feet. Whoa. See, that's like just a chunk and they took it with them. This one's mine. Woo woo! Carnival of Carnes. All the trimmings. People, see, you wouldn't do this if you were a person. I'm gonna come out with my buddies and just chop random branches and trees and not take them.
Cut all the real stuff down.
Yeah, even coyotes.
It's all big trees that are up.
Cars. It's the highway. Orange signs over there.
So
Something.
that's like medium though.
It's just letting you know the roads over
Oh,
there.
yeah, yeah.
Sat there, played with that. Just probably watching whoever dumped that shit. 620 over here. All these are touching too. All these trimming. Saying that most people might have saw that and been like, nope, see ya. Going home. Just like hearing the wood knocks, or see, we're far enough away from people now. That's why people would even want to dump something far away. Flat right here. It's like an X real low. Definitely feels different back here. Right? Like that had a bunch more energy. Now I'm like, I gotta keep my eyes peeled. Right?
Yeah, it started looking ahead of us more.
Yeah.
Some unknown reason.
Blue on the tree. Sits right here. Triangle in front of them. Broke all those ones. All pushed up. Moved. There was a log here. Moved it.
On top of this too.
Yeah, it's probably something here. Behind. Sitting. Sitting. Any big stuff on the tree? Big fork over here. Got all these little trees surrounding you. We're getting ready to drop that tree back there. Letting it get soggy. Just like those lumberjacks do. It's laid there. It's got like fresh green. Just feeling it watching me from over there. Then if you mirror stuff around you and all that, all them trees are the same. Wow, that was crazy. Surprised we haven't seen no just a little bird really.
I haven't seen a squirrel scamper around.
It's like they're eating everything. And then when there's
I haven't heard a squirrel
nothing else
bark
like
at
that,
us. I haven't heard anything. No,
maybe they start eating the bad people.
The
And that's
squirrels?
why they got called demons, and then the ones that are good got saved and protected by them when that event happened. Like all them things underground in the tunnel, it's like they dug out of the ground. Like they got buried and dug out, then dig in and make caves. And just tunnels big enough to crawl through, really. If you're living down there, you're gonna make it so you can carry your stuff through it. Not just your body. Fresh. It's a weird end to that. Big fork behind him. Trident. With that other tree.
Right in the light.
Yep. Bend, like that drawing. Following this lean. Old as shit. Blocking. It's a balloon. My girl was walking And she had to untie her shoelace because they tied it to something. And she was looking at something. If she wasn't just walking, it'd wrap around it and you couldn't snag it off. You know? Yeah, and I had to tell her to come on. It was like they were keeping her away from me. Weird lines on that tree. That's when they probably did the highway. Bottle. All touching. Yeah, right here. Bottle. Like no matter where I go, I've seen the same bottles. Green and brown ones. From the same time. Ooh. Curacao. Axe, baby. What you guys hiding back here? Even that blue ribbon looks funny. Touch it, touch it. So you would cut the big trees, you wouldn't do all these little guys. All in the same direction. So from a distance, they would look like one solid thing and it'd be white and it'd be blurry back here. You probably couldn't even see me from, 30 feet over there. Old can. That's from like the 90s. Another one in there. Look at that weed.
Whole mess here, yeah.
Kink in the tree. Wave. Million X's. Another can. Okay. Bottle in here. And the clean stuff. Yeah, we'll be back. Alright, let's get some of this shit. Ugh. Little leaner.
Mimic sound.
I like these squiggly trees. That's crazy looking. That's old. What sort of wood is? Tucked up under that. Yeah, X in the middle.
And that is the same as that little bend right there. And over there.
With the mole man hair, he's real. With this one.
Yeah, that's
Back there. Look at that, that's bent straight up.
yeah.
Blocking that hole.
So
it's light and dark together. Light, dark. Half and half, right from that spot. So them doing that bend keeps the light over there. And they need like both. That's bent too, that branch.
Mm-hmm.
So right in the middle. Old piece. It's like their decoration. It's a W. Another leaner, block. All around, bend again.
Why? There's another one underneath.
Old one. Yep. And they'll put a leaner next to a tree even to help it grow. It'll end up growing into the tree and support it like a splint. Bent up. That's a trident tree. Right there. Nice and clean. Look at right here. That's how the wood should look everywhere. I've walked here 100 years. Triangle from right here.
Where is it
All the way around. The trees. Look how they're lined.
Yeah, I see it.
It's like a doorway right there. Look, it's all touching around. Moss. Right next to the old one. Like that was my grandpa. My grandpa did that one. I gotta keep the tradition going. Yeah, flat. Little fork with that old tree. If they didn't like that, they would take that tree down. This old one, but it's laying on the ground too, making an X.
Yeah.
With the old piece. X from the back. Yeah, there's so much. On top of this, pine cone blockage. That branch is shoved in. They could sit, but there's a seat right there. Sit right inside it. So if you were at nighttime and you just walked by, that would be black. Because how tight everything is together. And it would look like a stump.
It's weird.
Just like they put that stick on that stump.
It's strange how all the pine cones are still.
And that branch is
been
old.
dead for a while. How are all those pine cones? So they just. How do they stay on? There's been severe weather through here, you know. How does that happen? I don't know either. Kind of a little emotional. Is that normal?
Yeah. They feel it. They're like
it's
probably happy that you know it. I haven't brought nobody. I haven't went with nobody else. Anybody. Someone wanted to come with me, but
I gotta like fight it back.
They bailed out. Right there. We're in it. Like I'm excited.
Right there.
Here?
Yeah. I thought I'd seen something over there too. It's just my heart's like tight.
When you get in their spot, breathing's like thick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't act like a wuss, but I got it.
Oh no, I feel it too. Look at this right here.
Yeah.
Am I invisible? Let's follow the moss. Crossed. See, you don't see much after that. It's like they're staying in between. On the stump. Blockage for over there. Old again. Triangle. X. Yeah, I feel it right now. Old trident type 3. Mossy. Clean.
I like this right here.
See, it looks like it's buried in the ground.
Right.
And trees only get mossy like that when they've been wet at some time. It's like there was water here. A branch at the bottom grew out. Another box. Callie would call this the bedrooms or something. Those leaves. Look how old that tree is. Look at the leaf.
Yeah, how's...
And that's bent down. Like,
Wow.
and none of the branches that fell off it are anywhere around it. Maybe just this one. And mushrooms on it. X. Fresh even.
Fresh.
This is, carpet, y'all.
Yes. Look at that.
That's old. This guy. Another old thing on the corner. You like having a flagpole or something in your yard. Call those the squiggly trees. They like those. That's like a mountain laurel bush that got really old. That grew into a tree. What is that? Axe right there. Feel it.
Feel it more when I stand here.
Right in the light. It's almost like that feeling you get when you take a warm shower.
Started to race all over again.
Right there near that thing.
I came down and now
touch it or something.
Ah.
And be invisible.
Am I invisible?
Ah! Electrocuted.
That's neat though, because that tree is ancient.
Yeah. It's like that was put on there to keep it bent down. Look, dragged. Where's that fall from? That's not the stump. Broke. Blockage for over here. Little perch under that tree. And we'll be back. Through the trail of balls. It looks different under this tree. Only that one. I picked everything out of that. Use this one. Except here a bunch wore it off. In the sun. Let's take a good look at that. Big leaf. Another one. That's like that dude's signature or something. On kink all trees. That's nice. That's old. I swear they do that so when they're fully cloaked, it's usually always 2 of them. So you think it's their eyes. So if they have 10 of those and 2 of them are their eyes and they're fully cloaked, you wouldn't think.
Yeah.
I always make the comparison. If you saw 100 ducks, like 100 decoys in a pond, but there was one real one, could you tell me that real one?
Yeah.
Instantly?
Right.
You see 100 logs laying, one of them could be them laying.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it on camera. Just same thing, right here. About eye level if they're sitting down. Symbol. Perch in the sun. Oh. It's here. It's right on that. Connected. That's over there in the sun. Leaner. No branches, no bark, and they fixed it. They had to move it with the sun, so they broke it again. Starting to feel cold over here. That's a big tree back there. Something walks on this stuff, right? Something's doing this. Old ass tree. This branch is hanging.
Like an arch.
It's backwards. It's crossed. Bits of pine. Now, with your pine cone on it that you mentioned, both of them together. It's like what they're telling. Oh, close to something. Yellow. And it's like those are pulled to block that.
Yeah.
That's an old tree. That's leaned up, but there's three together. Leaned up and two. It's like blocking, like there's something over there. They just be going around with the branch all the time, just picking shit off, throwing it everywhere. Like, oh, follow this guy. Look, picked off. It's fresh. See?
Yeah.
Stick just laid there. Just laid on top. Old stone. Oh! Watch that. Just hanging, just floating. Twisted. Yeah, make you think a person walk through here. There's a trail. Huh? Old piece, hanging, weaved in, touching, looped over, touching. Walking. And we'll be back. Alright. Something sits right behind those branches.
Yeah, they got twists. And then straight down.
And you can see right there, it's like the mini forest again. This is different. ate up in there. Step on that. I shouldn't have fresh dirt like that. Oh man. I seen one like that on that side before. Wow. I just shoved in there. It's from over there.
From over there.
Look, full of dirt. Look. See that? Full of dirt.
Yeah. I mean, eventually things molt and these go back to dirt by their nature, but
It's a lot.
it's way up there.
And what all you're near. Right next to this weird thing. Oh. Out of my great granddaddy's spot. Pass it down.
It smells like extra clean, like for some reason. I don't know.
When I walked past here before, 'cause I remember that tree, it might be the same one. I seen a pebble fly in front of me. A white one. But there was a little bit of snow on the ground.
I'm not getting that this year.
I think it was a little snowball. It flicked at me. Flat, flat, flat. This is a hangout and a half. Soft. Soft. See, it's like where they took all the trimmings off the trees and they just laid it. This leaner is still alive, and that branch is brought down, and it's forked up in that tree too. And then this bigger tree, it's a 90 degree, and then this whole branch is bent, touching the ground. Little branch in there in the light, 90 degrees touching the ground. Bigfoot tree. Right there. Perch right here. How soft it is.
Yeah.
No footprint. It's like it brought a bunch of stuff from somewhere else to do that. Look at that growth, man. Look like a turtle show.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Turtles. The perch right here. Like it got up right there. Yeah, look on the screen. Look. You can only see so good with your eyes.
Right.
Looks like its head. The top of the head.
Yeah.
It's like the mouth hole. Like the snout part. Why'd the wind just start blowing? Alright. Sorry guys. You're on to us, son of a bitch. Yeah, look at the side of that. It's like elephant skin or something.
One live branch.
That's what this one's called.
Oak tree.
One live branch. See, that's like that leaner they put into it. Grew all the way into it. But it's still alive. It's that combined with the live tree. Because like they need that old tree to be here. Trimmings. Yeah.
It's
Probably
all,
from
it's
that-
all in the shape though.
Right
It's
where that
still-
branch is, making the X.
Oh yeah, look at that. Right
It's like where they
between
took it off of. And behind that's like a lightning bolt zigzaggy tree.
I see it. I see the branch, yeah.
Following this. Blockage. It's like this is something else. And there's another group back there. Oh. What was I just showing you? Arizona. Perch pushed up. Fresh. Moved its hand like this. Fresh. I was just talking about that. Look at that. Dragged. Oh my
It was
god.
all kicked up right here.
That's like 25 years old. 92. Like,
Is it really?
the one I got at the house is. Look how old.
Yeah, I know the lid.
Is that for me? For leaving that?
How would it get back here? That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. That's
And you're seeing, look. Dirt, 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 dirt. It's a whole
the
group.
whole thing right here.
Little ones, little ones. Right here. It's like 10 of them. Bend. Right over there. Loop. X.
I can smell the dirt.
Oh, yeah. That's fresh. That is so crazy. Just talking about that.
It's just like the leaves are taken off. It's not like they're rooting hard. It's not like turkey scratching.
It's like they gotta be grounded.
It's not like turkey scratching. It's not.
They gotta touch it.
I know deers are nuzzling and nuzzling, but what in the hell are they looking for right here? What would they look for?
I've seen sometimes roots have been chewed on.
Roots. Very good. Yeah.
But that's not, that's a hand.
Yeah.
A foot kicking.
Yeah.
Over here. Maybe when the sun comes
It
in
would be a deer.
the morning with the dew, there's some kind of bugs they like. I've lifted big rocks and found like a bunch of crickets underneath it.
Crickets are very edible.
Two Bigfoot trees together. 3. Maybe that's 2 families together. Super band, dude. I've gone places where you see a sign, you'll walk 100 yards before you see the next one. And it could be a little thing in a bush.
Territory.
Yeah. Totally different. All dirty. Another tree like that. It's like being this like a water source here. I think a lot of the houses would be built there first, not away from it. Laid with the ground, up into the tree.
Yeah.
That's an old tree. Big ass tree. It's down.
That's that whole area right there.
Probably a house here once.
Possibly.
Cause it's got a tree that'd be like in the front yard, right there. Could be 100 years ago. Look, following this. Look, there's a stick laying on it. Nothing over here that you can see really. Blockage. They walked through this squiggly tree. Curves again. That's like their sign so far here.
Goes all the way around.
Canned. With a little twig in it. Someone shot that. Whoa.
Shoot up. Have fun.
That's old. That's from like the 70s.
Old pop, yeah.
Pull tab. Hole.
Yeah, hole there.
Both of these down with an old piece in it. Like a trident piece. Flat. I swear they sit like this. On their feet like a catcher. So they can stand up in a second.
Well, they say that's the best for your back.
And then they'll lean against the tree.
Yeah. They even tell you when you take a crap now, you're supposed to put your feet up to your chin.
Trident going up.
Look at that, trident.
Mushrooms on that.
X, if you look at it like this way, the way I'm
Near a
looking at
path.
it, near a path with a trident.
Piece of trash. There's a hanging, floating branch right there. Right above it. Got a Sasquatch urinal. And we'll be back. Yeah. I'll go around and this way. Perch. 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 This is the hangout. Perch is everywhere. That's why they took that down. Perch and a half, dude. Still warm? Put your hand on. Bet in there. That's one Mark would show you. I just fell in there like that. Sits right there on the stump. How flat that is.
Yeah.
Been up in there weird.
Oh yeah. That's
Perch. Like all white like that. Sitting by all this. This was your tree and they fucked it up.
Yep.
Yeah, sit here. All of them.
Putting peanut butter in the jar or whatever.
And we're close enough. I can go back to the house and we'll go to another spot.
Sure. I'm game there. I'm all in.
I'll show you that Bluffs place. All over here. Oh man. Look on the camera here.
Yeah. Nice.
Big ass fool. Guys like the bends. Right in the light. There's a, what do they call that, thumbnail? Thumbnail, dude. Trimmed vines all around this shit. Weird. See like these flares on the camera when it's in the light? Like everything they do that makes something like that. Yeah, like look, oh, right there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
They'll make bends that mimic that. So they can hide it. It's like a shield of blurriness. Just makes you wonder how they could see it. Like their eyes are that good. Super bend, dude. X, triangle, boom.
Got it all.
And even like a little triangle you'll see on the ground. I've seen them use the bottle and they'll direct the light at that little arch and it bounces off it and hits you. Like a ricochet of light. It's kind of like they got a ball of it and they're just bouncing it at you. So try that like that. And a lean or two. The vines could have picked that chunk up. Birds warning them. Haven't heard them all day. It's like they just shut off the forest over there.
Right, right.
They're like, should we let them? Do they know what this is? Oh, they're willing to go through the vines. Let's let them in. They booed the tree stand. Fucking giant back here. I swear that's as tall as they are. Some of them.
I would think some, possibly.
In those days, they were giants. That's like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Name someone else that looks like him. He's a 33-degree Mason. To be that, you have to be blood, practically. He looks like an ancient Olmec from statues.
Yeah, he does.
If they discovered a tomb with the body and they preserved their body for a reason, they could take the DNA and someone could be impregnated with that today, with the technology, and have someone from the past could be born again and look like they were from the past, even though they're born today. You know what I mean?
Right.
Same like Pharrell. He looks like an ancient Egyptian. And why is his name like Pharaoh even? It's like they're telling you. Phoenicians. That's why you have a phone, a pharmacy, pH. That's the civilization that was here before the flood, all over the world. Phoenicians. The rise of the phoenix. The Phoenix Suns. They worship the sun. It's like what these things do. True, yeah. True. Man, I've seen like a box made in the woods, and inside the box was a grass patch. It was the only patch in the whole woods.
Of grass.
I thought they made it for.
Lots.
Here's your A. See, it's like making that thing I just showed you on the camera. Like the fish,
Right.
the Jesus fish thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cross thing, even. It's even like the cross. If it was a cube, how they worship the cube, you unfold a cross, a cube, it looks like a cross. That could be what you live on. Oh, dirt. Wow, an X from the back. Let's go. right there in the distance. There's an X. And there's something above it up there with a hole in it. What is that hole? Up there. Even from like right here, it don't even look like that no more. That's the only growth I've really seen. Little one. And that's just because you're close to the water again. It's like a little trident X with that light on it. Ben is making something. Cross tree. Pink in it. Flat. Flat, flat. That you, Walter? Like an X right behind them on the camera. X. That you, Walter? You chilling? Ben. Weird pine tree. All the weird mossy stuff on it. What the fuck? What are you? What is that, dude? It's just hanging on.
Yeah, just like.
Let's get it in. His fucking leg. And it's got his like one bent up. Bent and one's hanging. Look, it's getting a facial recognition. They said they don't move. Oh, flopping. And that's like those other things we were just talking about, like how it would do that. Oh. Yeah, look at it. All right. What's going on? Oh, we'll walk down here and see if it leaves.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and leave. I won't tell nobody. Put through there. Now, if that was somewhere where I didn't see none of it, like in the vines, then I would be like, oh yeah, sure, that's nothing. But there's an X right underneath it. And that looks like a silhouette. Just hanging. Trident, leaner, short. Just around here. It's changing again. All the little trees are in there. Different pine tree in here. Zigzag again. The zigzag man over there. Offering some weed. Smoke right underneath. Be like, finally. Still alive. It's underneath. What do they have? The view.
The view.
Line out of Mark's book. It's almost like mirrored. They kept those little ones. It's like all the same trees, but they make a structure out of them. And that greener in the middle, that brown one,
Yeah.
it's like its own little cluster of those trees. That's what a tree looks like when it falls down. It doesn't lose all its branches and the branches melt and turn to dust. And those blow away with the wind. Wow, how old's that? That's whoever owned the property before for them.
To the water line over there.
We'll go look. We'll go up there and we'll go down and around and we'll come check on the zigzag guy. That's different fungus right there. An old spigot or something.
Yeah.
Alright, just had the camera shut off. That's kind of weird. Filming this teepee thing. Screen just went black. Even changed screens. That's crazy. Have a nice one, y'all. There's that bend I was talking about. I swear they listen to, hurry up and go make that. He won't believe it. I'll go tell his friend.
1, 2, 3.
The chunk of leaves at the bottom under this sloping one. There's leaves at the bottom. Like your little cluster. It didn't fall when they're there. Put it there. X. Bottles and stuff. What's up, y'all? The sun. Light and dark in here. Weird stuff. Some blue. Old jar. Old jar. As I take those too. Bird. That way? Bird on the ground. Birds. Little zigzag there in the light. It's an X next to it. Leaner X. Break into an X. Kinky branch going up. Hear them? Cross. X, dude. Perfect. Another kind of one. See the road. X over here. Just telling everyone the road's here. Big old. Don't give me no more cramps, guys. Son of a bitch. With the same tree.
Yeah.
Blocking. Double lean. Look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at all these. Now I went this way. In case it got dark, we could always hit that road and go like a straight shot. Be fine. Blocking, staying over here, staying over here. And that's like an X. You take two trees, you could walk through it. But since you crossed them, it makes that two trees 6 foot wide.
Yeah.
And most people wouldn't step over something. That triangle. Both hanging, same. Up and down. Making another tree, but it's not. Making another tree. Two. X behind it. A couple of them. And there's that trail, what you see on the map. What you got in here, Woldus? Cluster.
Yeah, look at that hut. All right in there.
All the breaks, like 3 in a row. 3 pyramids. Even more. Nice and flat. What's up, man? And we'll be back. XI. Okay. Weird bundle of sticks around there. All leaves. That's a weird setup. Little hut. Got any pizza in there? Forest is changing. It's weird, I haven't seen no growths here. Except that weird thing hanging from a tree. Boo! Yeah, tell them. There's another one. Right with the sun. Sun at your back. If there's a metal sign, I'd probably take it. Up there. Go up there. That's like part of what we came through to get back into that. Tree stand. If you go up in that tree stand, you can probably take a good picture. Looks pretty good. And if you're facing that way, why are you facing the highway? You're gonna shoot somebody. With a rifle, that goes like a mile. I could see the car.
Uh-huh.
What are you looking at out here? That tree. Elephant trunk. This my reward? I got it right? That's sweet, dude. That's good. weird chunk of cut wood beside it, of course. That big parallel down there blocking the road. All the way down. All the way from up there. Different. Where's that tree at? Bet you like right in the middle of all this is like the crazy perch. You wouldn't come through any of this. It's odd, dude. Stay right in the middle. Big perch. Big perch. Little guy. Strange piles. Got kinking. I think that's from the tree blowing a bunch of times. Just rubs. Bottom of that tree looks like something. And we'll be back. Alright. That curve again. That broke and sat on top. Look, water. Way down there.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
So we just gotta make sure we don't get close to those houses. They can't see me back here. Whoop. Bird just flew out of there. Then I would just think where I would hide to look at somebody. Look over from over there. Big ass X, dude.
Yeah,
Field goal, isn't there?
kind of around it.
That's huge. That's a forked one. Big old guy. It's a 90-degree behind it and one pulled straight down. Oh, super fan, dude.
Yeah.
All these, bunch of them.
You have to look at it from the water. There's some block this way.
Yeah. Could sit right here. It's already half
Yeah.
under the hill.
Exactly. And wash out this way. What a great spot.
You could even sit in there if you
That's a
want.
great spot.
Show you how big it is. And see, all the woods should look like that everywhere. See all the gray little trees?
Yeah.
Like half of them are missing. This on the ground, but I bet you when the sun comes through it connects to this one. If I look on the camera, like the glare will connect. So then that'll blur like
That
a whole
area, yeah.
power lines.
Yeah.
So those houses are close. Right beside it. I didn't even step on it.
Green bottle with moss in it.
That's a good sign. Wow.
It's got moss in it.
This one, up through the middle of that tree.
Yeah. It's wind.
That's God's wind. It's magic. That's why like a hurricane looks like that, because it mimics the shape of what it's in. That's why a tornado looks like that. Like a CD. If it was like a ball, it probably had a mushroom top on it. Could be wrong. I don't know. Like something's in that stuff back here. You gotta show yourself, do it right now. Right now. Ooh. Kind of weird. Feel like something's in there. Shouldn't be all like that. That's a fork, and then the other one is making like a cross X, and together they make a trident.
Right.
And it really just probably so it locks in. They probably don't think trident. I always gotta have it lock in and not come apart. That's all. You're making up all this weird terms. So you're sitting up there the whole time. We didn't even look. Airplanes. Coming right for you, guys. There. Down there, parallel. Blocking.
Yeah.
That's probably the houses. They're blocking from that. That's a huge. That's like what I showed you in that drawing. Perfect.
The
leaning right on the tip. Tell me that just magically landed and didn't bounce all over. That's awesome. A good one. Perfect arch. Hossie's stump over there. Something walks there. They left that branch on the tree. And it makes an X with that one. But that's like the only one. Sit right in here. Right there. Broke over there. Leaning. Blocks, block, block. All the way around. Triangle behind you. Right sitting there, I swear to God. Look on the screen here. Why is that so dense?
Yeah, right in the center.
It's alright, guys. Some weird blockage to watch it from over there. Squiggly tree. Now all the signs are here. Old stump, that, blockage, and then that weird thing up there that doesn't fit.
Magic carpet. Magic platform.
It's real. See, just like those, they could probably sit up there and then it looks
Probably.
like that. Just like that little one over there. Old guy, mushrooms. Every time I could touch that, knocked it down a bunch.
Maybe mushrooms.
Full like the old moss, and then usually like the white ones grow.
Gotcha.
This looks like a kind of road. And next with those old logs.
And then one right
Should almost go through this. Break right there, triangle. And we'll be back. Old tree. Two. And I'm just going to the other old tree over here. Old one. Flat. Bunch of trimming. Touching. Feel it. Walking through here. No pile of debris. It's kind of weird.
Seems like a lot of things converge here. The center open area. And there's nothing
Could
here.
fit a trailer in
There's
here.
absolutely nothing here though. No bends, no X's, no real marks. except for on the outside.
Yeah, and then
It's not
this
here.
is their way.
This is somewhere under the
Trimming.
coming in this way. It's coming in over this way over here.
Mm-hmm. Sasquatch Highway.
Yeah. This is like Grand Central. Hey, that's all we need is circle.
Yeah. Right here, old guy. Trident. Right there. Nice one. On the trident. Weird double bend.
Yeah, that is weird.
See? They had to make it in the light. It wasn't far enough. Broke it 2 times. Stuck to that one. Old stump. No tree next to it. Little baby pine trees growing.
Yeah, why wouldn't anything grow here either?
Try there.
It's right in the light. Why wouldn't there be other...
Look, they don't let it. That's the only ones they let happen.
That's, what they need.
Yep. The block.
Right path.
And then look, X. Land. Curve.
With an X.
Like a doorway. These things. What's up, Waters? I'll try it. It's a leaf guy again. Right here. What?
Moss is up in the air.
Picked it up. Yeah.
Strange.
And flat. Branch pulled down. Touching the ground there. Next to that tree.
Oh, yeah.
Random piece of wood. Perch. Bent around. Touching.
In the ground. Buried.
Still alive. It's going to be growing out.
Yeah. Making 3 trees.
Trotting it. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Trinity.
Yeah.
It takes 2 people to make 3 forks and tridents. Michael Jordan, 23. That's why they picked that number. That's why a lot of the great basketball players are 33. Their number. Tree was here. Wow. What's under that leaf? That's flat. Flat.
Yeah.
Crossed. Hanging out under it. Bits of pine. Didn't fall. Big ass leaf. All the trimmings from the area behind it. That's an old tree. Jeez. Yeah. And it's the highway.
No, I was voicing.
Weird pile. Like you just clean that up. That's just today's pile.
Yeah.
Making an X with this little one. There's an old piece underneath. Watch that tree. Yeah, look on the screen here. Sometimes they don't even let you focus on it. Ugh.
It's different on the screen than it does on
And look at how the trees are only becoming those ones. Like the size difference has
yeah,
changed.
right.
Like right here even, it's different. That tree looks buried in the ground.
There's no birds.
There's nothing.
There's no birds.
I've seen like
Why wouldn't there be
less than
birds?
10 deer since I did this. It's like them coming out of the ground more than have to fix those problems. They have to eat to be here.
Yeah.
And it's like they're just going away. And if everything eats something on this earth, what eats you? You're not the only one. The elite call it the harvest. Like there could be I heard a time when the sun goes out. Look at that X cross bend. Where the sun goes black for a couple days, and then it's them. You can't hide anymore. The light won't save you.
The light won't save you.
The truth, the way, the light that saves you. Literally, it's like a weaved, blocking from them.
Like you couldn't even see it over there. Now you can see it.
Keep thinking teepee. I want to see a teepee. Crazy one.
Look at it, it's all twisted underneath everything.
You can even take your picture if you want somewhere. Seeing stuff that maybe a handful of people have ever seen with their own eyes. Look at this one. Oh. Alright, let's go see that growth before I forget. I always try to distract you too. Oh, look at this bend over here. Forgets about the thing. Old tree.
Yeah.
Where's the top? Where'd it go? Not laying there. Holy shit. That was old. And we'll be back.